Mechatronics and robotics, that is what this video is about. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was at Denbigh Agricultural Show. For those persons who are not from Jamaica or familiar with Denbigh Agricultural Show, it's Jamaica's premier agricultural show that is held in and around the independence celebrations in August. Now, I was at Denbigh and I went to the TRUST NSTA, their booth. Had a very impressive presentation there. So when I went there, they had robotics and they were doing their thing. So I sought to get permission from admin to do an interview, which they granted me. So I must say thanks to them. Thank you again, NTA. And Mr. Miller, thanks again, Mr. Miller. He did a very good job in explaining to me the presentation that they had. So we're going to be looking at mechatronics in this video. And of course, mechatronics, is all about the integration of mechanical designs with engineering, computer science, electronics, with all of those things combined to give us these designs, these automated systems that are being used nowadays in industry and in manufacturing. All right, and I should say too that if you're looking for a robotics course to do here in Jamaica, you need to check out that location. So it's on Junction, St. Elizabeth, and that's the Derek Rochester campus, and it's currently the only location in Jamaica that is offering this course, mechatronics. Right? Don't ask me why. That is for another video. But anyway, let us jump right into the video. And I must say that there's a little bit of noise in the background because Denbigh, they had music playing in the background, but you should be able to hear clearly. All right, so let's jump right into the video, looking at mechatronics. All right, so I'm here with Mr. Mitchell. This is the NSTA TRUST.
Derek Rochester campus.
Oh, this is in St. Elizabeth. I saw the name, Mr. Mitchell, and I was wondering where this location is, because I've never heard that name before.
Really?
Yeah, man, never heard about it before. So, you're doing mechatronics.
Well, there's actually 3 new skills that we're actually offering.
Those are relatively new.
New and emerging skills program.
Okay.
Which they are robotics, mechatronics, and optoelectronics. But the interesting thing about it is that mechatronics is more of the larger scales of it, which actually involves robotics as well.
Yes. How new? You said new. The new course.
New program to the trust. So new that it's currently only being offered by our campus.
Okay.
We're actually looking to expand it across other parishes.
That's in St. Elizabeth. Alright, so Mr. Mitchell, tell us about this robot you have here.
Alright, so this robot that we have here is a part of one of our basic demonstration of a pick and place robot. Yeah, so pick and place, which within its name, all it's doing is picking blocks and then placing it. So what we have right here is that we're demonstrating some of the robotics application into the industry. Like for example, this would be a warehouse setting where you have a smooth surface.
I was just about to come to that.
Yes, you have a smooth surface, you have blocks around the place, and if you realize we actually have 3 wheels on this robot. So this drive chassis is called an holonomic drive chassis, and it's one of the common drive chassis that you would see into the industry because one, it offers flexibility and
more maneuverability.
And high maneuverability, right? And this is actually made possible because of the type of wheels that are called omnidirectional wheels.
Yes, if you can move in any direction.
Yes, so both radial and axial, because it actually has these smaller wheels on it.
Yes.
Yeah, and
so you have smaller wheels?
Yeah, those smaller wheels, and they work on the principle of resultant vectors.
Tell us about that.
So, with resultant vectors now, that is where we go into one of our key competencies, which is mathematics. And this is a lot of this is really built upon mathematics. You're just looking at the drive chassis alone, you're looking at what we call kinematics, and that has to do with the whole motion.
Okay. So the essence of it is that this type of project would be more so geared for, like, as I said, a warehouse type setup.
This type of demonstration. But the program, some of the aspects of the program, robotics in itself It's really geared towards building the skill competencies, the entrepreneurship, as robotics is really nothing new to the world.
Yes.
And we are trying to incorporate this into the skill-based system, right? So that persons, so for example, when we have overseas investors that come in,
Yes.
right, we would already have persons that are familiar with the skill area. They can readily integrate into the system, right? And going on a larger scale of mechatronics now, this is actually here currently. We have big companies, right, like those big,
Kennedy.
yes, Wisinko,
Yeah.
Campari, all of those groups, right? Their beverage, their whole beverage production, or their bottling systems, right? A lot of these companies, especially overseas, all these systems are really done automated.
Yes, yes.
So with robotics being a part of it now, this is where the system becomes a lot more, we call it autonomous, where instead of having conveyor belts right through the whole factory floor, because in mechatronics you will see a lot of most persons will just see conveyor belts, but it's a lot more. Right? It has to do with mechanical, informatics, right? The whole computer side, machines communicating with machines, and with integrating individual systems now, or independent systems like a robot now. You're actually able to expand your mechatronic system without expanding the infrastructure.
Good.
So, for example, you'd have a conveyor belt that would carry these boxes and stop right there, and you need to get them to a truck that is all the way over here.
Yes.
Instead of running a conveyor belt all the way over here, that can be making the whole infrastructure a bit complicated, because how would you walk past on these floors? So what you can actually do is that you integrate a robot to take that component from that other side to where you want it.
Okay. All right. Tell us a little bit more about this robot. Does it have a name?
Alright, so this robot, I think we call it the DRC Demo Robot 003.
DR?
DRC
Yes.
Demo Robot 003. I think that's the name that we gave it.
Yes.
And the platform that is built upon, well, its main controller is called a Mario. That stands for My Reprogrammable Input Output. And
Yes.
it's made by National Instruments.
Yes.
Some of the amazing key features about it is that it uses an FPGA, which is a field programmable gate array, and it actually allows you to program each pin using a certain descriptive language.
Okay, so it's really that definitive in terms of the. You said that these micro components can be sub-programmed. Okay.
It's reprogrammed.
So you have that much more autonomy over the unit and the individual components of the unit.
Yes, because it offers a lot more than what we're just using.
Yes.
Right. And to program it, we use a software LabVIEW, which stands for Laboratory Virtual Instrument Engineering Workbench. So they create these softwares and these components to really facilitate a more speedy development on the engineering side of it.
Yes.
So with the LabVIEW now, you're readily able to develop control systems a lot faster rather than using like Python and some of those sequential based programming software. So LabVIEW works and it uses a programming language G. It stands for graphical programming, not G code.
Yes.
Right? And with graphical programming now, you're actually able to see what you are programming as well. So like here on our screen, right, so this is what we call our front panel. And then behind the front panel now, this is how the programming will look.
Okay.
So on the programming side of it, we have two aspects where one, we have we have this block over here that we can actually put our formulas inside of it, our formula nodes. So that is where we actually have our kinematics mainly happening, and that actually uses the C syntax. So if you realize, you can actually pull over some of the programming skills that you have and apply them to this software.
Okay. You mentioned the wheels a little earlier. Tell us a little bit more about some of the other components that makes up the system.
Alright, so apart from the wheels, we have 3 DC motors with encoders on it, where that we can actually use to check the position using the encoders, with the whole application of odometry.
Yes.
Right, we have, well, on this robot we don't have any sensors on it, right, apart from the encoders that are coupled with the motors. Right, we have servo motors that we use to open and close the gripper. We have another.
Where is the gripper?
This in effect.
Okay.
So we have limit switches on it that we use to detect the limit of how high we want it to go and
Yes.
how low we want it to be. Right, we have a black arc expansion board, and that we're using both as a power supply and a distributor.
Okay.
So the battery connects to the distribution to the expansion board, and that we can get about 12 volts and 5 volts.
Okay.
And on the back here we have our driver adapters that we connect all our motors, our sensors, our servo motors, all of those things.
Great. Finally, this course, Mechatronics, how long does the program run?
Alright, so Mechatronics is a level 3 program, and all our level 3 programs last for 1 year.
1 year. Whatever prerequisites that one would need to matriculate to this program.
Alright, you will need a background in computers, right? Not really technical, right? Don't have to be technical, but having a background in information technology, right? Mathematical skills, physics, what else? And electrical and electronics.
Great. Yeah, man. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. All right. All the best to you. I have put a link in the description for those persons who are interested in signing up for this program, which is Mechatronics at the Heart NSTA Trust. This is a Southwest TVET Institute at the Derek Rochester campus. That's in Junction, St. Elizabeth here in Jamaica. So there's a link in the bio if you're interested in signing up. So you can get going with this program. Again, thank you for watching. I am Roger. Like, share, and subscribe. Take care.